Welcome back, NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a Genesis marathon. I'm super excited. I can't wait. This is like the highlight of the day. I'm even wearing the shirt, the Foxtrot shirt. We're gonna do 2 songs from Foxtrot and some others. And but I wanted to thank Lee for sponsoring this video, and for getting in touch with me and sending me the list. And so so there's one thing about this. For some reason on Spotify, when you click on, when you right click and then you go to album and then you look at the album, and October 6th, Alex's birthday, Foxtrot. So that's kind of cool. If you see like all the information and it says like the record company, now for some reason it does say Warner on Spotify, but it's not. It's when you check it, for some reason Universal has bought all the Genesis music. So at the end of this, we're gonna need a Warner Brothers song. So I was like thinking, let's do some Dream Theater, and then I was like, nah, Lee doesn't really like Dream Theater. I was like, maybe let's do an instrumental. And then I was like, there's not that many instrumentals. And then I was like, okay, let's do some Yes, because Yes just got bought by Warner completely, like their entire catalog. So that's kind of cool. So we can always use a Yes song to use like as a safety net for the marathon. But then I was like, I don't want to really waste anything by Yes, because Alexa's such a Yes fan. So I was like, okay, Jethro Tull is gonna be the one. And honestly, I just used like a random song. I hope it's worthy of the list that we're gonna listen to. But I used something from the album Stand Up. I have no idea what I'm getting into, but okay. So I'm gonna go through the list right now, just so then I can take off the glasses. I don't have to read anything else. Just wanted to thank you guys, all you fans out there, all you Genesis fans, music fans, prog fans, NicknLex fans. Thank you so much for all your support and, for watching our videos, for watching my videos by myself. And, just for supporting us, for liking, for subscribing, for leaving your comments. It's really, really, it's been really, really amazing these last 2.5 years since we started. And I just wanted to thank you again. And yes, today we have what I consider one of my, literally like my favorite 70s bands, Genesis. I even bought a guitar, this guitar here. I talk about this guitar in every video. This one here, the green one. It's actually it's a Genesis series. So that was kind of like also a reason I bought it. I love the color. I usually don't look at colors too much, but it had all the specs that I wanted. 24 frets, jumbo frets, and the neck is literally like this. It's so thin, it's so fast. And I just love that it was, the nose, it's upwards. The pickups, everything. Look, stainless steel frets. It has the premium prestige, treatment. So it's really an amazing guitar, and it just sounds fantastic. So, and it looks like one of those guitars Alan Holdsworth used to play. Without the head, it would look like an Alan Holdsworth guitar. But well, so that's also Genesis. It's just like my favorite 70s band, like hands down, when it comes to prog. Okay, so today, thanks to Lee, we're gonna do Timetable from Foxtrot, and we're gonna do Get 'Em Out by Friday. Foxtrot was released in 1972. I can't believe I'm wearing this shirt. That's so cool. Then we're gonna jump into the past a little bit further. Nursery Crime, Seven Stones, and Harold the Barrel. This is from 71. Right. So a year before, and then we're gonna do some, and then there are 3. Snowbound. Oh, this is gonna be with Phil Collins, of course. 78. And then I've decided to do We Used to Know by Jethro Tull from the album Stand Up. 69. So that's wow. And then I'm gonna redeem myself, John Anderson, instead of it's Ian Anderson, of course. And I was gonna do John Anderson with the S, and the other day I said, when I did the yes reaction, I said Ian Anderson as the singer, and everybody was like, "Boo, you got." Yeah, I know, but I literally blame it on that I was sick. Okay, so that's it. I'm ready. Enjoy, all these. I haven't heard any of these songs, so I'm just gonna, press play and then enjoy. And if there's anything I can say about it, I will. I'll try not to interrupt like too abruptly, and of course Alexa's gonna listen to all of this later on, like she always does. I literally send her every single song that I do, and I guess for her it's easier because she doesn't have to react to it or doesn't have to say anything about it. She can just enjoy and just listen. Okay, so let's get on with it. Thank you again so much, guys, and thanks again, Lee, for this awesome marathon, for choosing this. So here we go. Timetable. Here we go. Genesis. Oops. Let's go.
Carved oak table tells a tale of times when kings and queens sipped wine from goblets gold, and the brave would lead their ladies from out the room to arms cool. A time of valor and legends born, a time when honor meant much more to a man than life, and the days knew only strife to tell right from wrong through lance and sword. Why can we never be sure till we die, or have killed for an answer? Change, each face retains the masked wall. Dusty table, musty smells, tarnished silver lies discarded upon the floor. Only feeble light descends through a film of grey that scars the panes. Gone the carving and those who left their mark, gone the kings and queens, now only the rats hold sway, and the weak must die according to nature's law, as old as they. Why can we never be sure till we die, or have killed for an answer? To believe that no race has been grander. It seems because through time
Okay, I thought they were gonna connect. Wow. I mean, what can you say? I mean, every time there's a space, for something interesting, it happens. Like, it's like this din, 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 and then Mike plays like everyone in this band is just like adding something of value always, all the time. And this is my favorite. Obviously, I guess this is the lineup that everybody loves the most. Tony on all the keyboards, 12-string guitar and backing vocals, Steve Hackett on electric, 12-string, Phil Collins on drums, backing vocals, Peter Gabriel on lead vocals, flute, bass drum, and then Mike Rutherford on bass, and but also does backing vocals, 12-string. So this is, I guess, the most iconic lineup before there were all these changes, and then I did, thanks to Kevin, these other what if scenarios, where we just listen to Mike's band and then we just listen to Steve's solo projects and Tony, and it always sounds like Genesis. It always sounds like they do want to be together and making the music they love, which is this, so everything, the chords, Tony here at the beginning sounded very classical, very, very I don't know. I didn't stop it. I didn't want to stop it. Now the next song is 8 minutes. The next song I think I have to stop because it's kind of hard to take everything in and then talk about every single chord. But it was beautiful. I loved Peter Gabriel's delivery as always. And for 1972, it was just very interesting. Everything, also Steve. I get now why sometimes people say, well, I guess it was a good thing that he left the band because, I mean, you do hear him and he does a lot, but I think as a solo artist, he has so much more room to do his thing. I think Tony and Mike and Peter, and because Phil is just playing the drums in a very amazing way, but what shines out the most in this track was keyboards and bass, and of course the lyrics, the singing. So yeah, Steve was a little bit on the side, but beautiful. I mean, it's just an observation now that I've heard Steve by himself and read some comments, but I think obviously losing someone as good as Steve Hackett is just horrible. So I can only imagine when he left, or when Peter Gabriel left, and then I know now that they were going to use this other vocalist who has done some projects, with members of Genesis, and then, but yeah. Okay. So Get Him Out by Friday is the next track. This is an epic, almost 9 minutes. Let's see what they got for us. I want another further fifth, let's see if I get it, Here we go.
told them we could pay double the rent. I don't know why it seems so funny seeing us how they take no money. The Winkler called again. He came here this morning with £400 and a photograph of the place he has found. A block of flats with central heating. I think we're going to find it hard. Now we got them. I've always said that. Cash, cash, cash. Don't do anything well. Work can be rewarding when a flash of intuition is a gift that helps you excel. Here we are in Hollow New Town. Did you recognize your block across the square? Over there. Sadly, since last time we spoke, we found we've had to raise the rent again. Just a bit. Oh no, this I can't believe. Oh, Mary, and we agreed to leave.
Right now is a good time to pause. Wow. What can I say? It's beautiful. Like I can't really focus on the lyrics. I apologize, honestly. I'm sure they're amazing, you know, but I'll read through them. Maybe not right now, you know, but I will read the lyrics. But right now I just want to focus on everything that's happening. Time signatures, changes, chords, the bass, the keyboard, the guitar, everybody's very involved. Also, like Peter Gabriel's delivery, the drumming, it's very proggy. I'm sure that a couple of years ago, this would have been too much for me to understand, even though I was already listening to Dream Theater and stuff like that, because it's a different kind of prog. It's just like, this is the, like, it's kind of like funny because it's like the genesis of prog, right? It's weird, but because almost every band is influenced by this band, you know, at least like neo prog, like every band I've listened to, they all sound like Genesis. Newer bands, progressive metal, everybody is influenced by Genesis. I don't know if I would dare say that bands like, you know, King Crimson and Yes, I think they sound pretty different, but this is the style that I love the most. This is a style that's very neoclassical but still makes a lot of sense, even though they break all the rules, you know, of classical music, because the time signatures are all over the place, and that doesn't happen in classical music, you know. So, but I love just what they're doing here. It's so original, you know. And then for the time, of course, nobody was doing this. Not that I know, you know. I mean, there's no bands that I know in this 69 or 68. I don't know. Maybe Jethro Tull is going to shut me up, but I don't think so, because their Genesis is just they have their original sound, and everything after that, sounds like them in that way, that kind of prog, the prog that, I don't know what I love about it. It's like I've said this before. It's everything is very, very calculated and very tight, and there's no sloppiness. It's all perfect, And I don't know. Maybe it's my OCD. I just love that it's so exact. It's so perfect, and everything just sounds like it was meant to be. And when they were writing it, it was done very carefully. And I'm sure when they were playing it live, and when you guys heard it live, it sounded exactly like this. And that's why I love that experience so much when we went to see the musical box, because the songs that I do know that were being played were played exactly the same. So those guys are like on a different level. Go see them whenever you can. That's like the last chance to see Genesis live. And we haven't talked about it. We wanted to make a video, and I think we're still going to do it, but we're so busy. Alexia has a schedule, and then she hurt her arm, and I was sick. So, but if I can say one thing, it was amazing. It was just still, I would say, one of my favorite concerts ever. And it wasn't even like a big venue. It was a theater, and Lee was there. So, and unfortunately we were not sitting together, but Alex and I were just crying out of happiness, out of joy, out of just excitement, and I'm sure Lee as well, But yeah, so that's all I gotta say for now. This is a great tune. I love that it had a little bit of a break here, and let's keep going. This is amazing Genesis. I've never heard this. For the last couple of months, I've only been hearing like 78, and later. So I'm happy that I'm doing more early stuff, All right, let's keep going.
It is my sad duty to inform ye of a fourth restriction on humanoid hinds.
I hear the directors of genetic control have been buying all the properties that have recently been sold, taking risks so bold. It's said now that people will be shorter in height. They can fit twice as many in the same building site. They say it's alright. Beginning with the tenants of the town of Harlow. In the interest of humanity, they've been told they must go. Told they must go, 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 go.
So good. Oh man, I'm so happy, that I discovered this music, even though it was a little bit, later in life. But I'm happy that I'm there now, and I have my best friend listens to this as well, which is, I have to say, Alexia is my best friend. All my other best friends don't listen to this music. They don't. They, I mean, if I think about it, one of my best friends, which is Tobias, who lives in Munich, I love that he listens to metal. He loves Judas Priest. He loves, Black Sabbath. He loves Metallica. And we have that in common. And we were not together for the longest time. And when we parted ways, when I moved from Germany to Mexico, we were not really into music. We were listening to Milli Vanilli or some, I don't know what we're listening to. MC Hammer, I don't know. I'm not. But definitely not rock. And then we both developed a love for rock. And my mom, she got me into, the better music, I guess. She got me into classical music as a kid, and all like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd, but she never listened to this. She was I think she was not like a prog head. She did listen to Renaissance, and that's how I know of Renaissance and Iron Butterfly, and I've talked about this, many times. But the only thing I think progressive, or that I could call in that realm, is Pink Floyd. I know it's not progressive. It is considered progressive music, but it's not like this, right? So that's when we went to Spain. I took that opportunity because I was like, Mom, do you know Yes? No. Do you know Genesis? No. Do you know King Crimson? No. And I'm like, what? Like, why? Like I don't know. And I was like, so it was just like weird, because she just knew so many good bands, that are in that realm, but then again, she didn't, Jethro, Tull, I don't think she knew. Steely Dan, that's a different genre, but it's, so that's why I never found out about it, and then living in Mexico, even less. I mean, if you have a friend that knows Led Zeppelin, you're lucky, and they usually know only the same bands. It's like Led Zeppelin and the Stones, which is a totally different universe musically. And so it's just hard, and I was just like, I got into music, I got into metal music, and then it just evolved into I was just searching in music shops for different stuff, and that's how I discovered eventually progressive rock, Dream Theater, and then I got into other stuff, but I never went backwards. I never was like, why is there Dream Theater? How did that come to be, So that's why I never discovered, this kind of band. But I'm happy that I was able to play my mom some Genesis. We played her, Supper's Ready and For the Fifth and some tunes, and she was like, this is amazing. So this is like such a good memory, because I could share with my mom something she had totally missed as well, So yeah, Genesis is just a blessing. It's like one of those gifts, that keeps on giving musically. And yeah, it's a bummer. And there's people my age, they will never discover Genesis in their lifetime. They will never listen to one song. Maybe they heard like Tonight or something, Radio Friendly, Mama or something by Phil Collins on the radio, and they never paid attention to it, but something like this, they will go through their lives and will never listen to this and will never understand it or even be interested in it, so I consider myself lucky and blessed, that I can like this music, and understand it. Maybe I don't understand it completely because it's so complex, but at least I want to, So, okay, let's keep going. 7 Stones from Nursery Crime. So I think we've not even touched this album. 1971. Let me just see if there's any changes to the lineup. before I mess up. No, it's the same same people, same musicians. All right, okay, let's do it again. I'm super excited. 7 stones. I have no idea what's gonna happen, so let's go.
I heard the old man tell his tale. Take up alone within a storm, and losing hope, he clears the leaves beneath the tree. 7 stones lay on the ground. Within the 7th house, a friend was found, and the changes of no consequence will pick up the reins from nowhere. Sailors in peril on the sea. Amongst the waves are rock globes near and not yet seen. The seagull flying by. The captain turns the boat and he asks not why. And the changes of no consequence will make up the reins from nowhere. Nowhere. You spare the tiles the world brings. The old man laughed on. The laughter of the world only grieves him. Believe him. The old man's guide is chance. I heard the old man tell his tale. Farmer who knows not.
Okay, so I didn't have the heart to interrupt it right there. No, but so just keep in mind before, because people are like, oh my god, why wouldn't you why didn't you show them the musical box? Because we've already listened to the musical box. It's on this album, so just keep in mind that we have heard it, Alexia and I. There is a video on this channel where we reacted, and I'm sure, if I'm not mistaken, we have reacted to more from this album now that I'm looking at it. And of course from Foxtrot, for people who are like, oh my god, I can't believe you didn't play him Supper's Ready, and Horizons, it's right there on the channel. Well, Alexia and I, we both reacted. Yes, the entirely 23 minutes and 5 seconds. So just like check before, because there's a lot of people that would jump the gun, who is like, oh, how could you not play him, this song? And it's because this was carefully selected by Lee, because he knows exactly what we've been listening to, and so that's why those songs. So what do I have to say? It's beautiful. It's so good. It gets so classical and so beautiful. Very, very well thought. The whole thing, thought through. Awesome. Okay, let's keep going. I just wanted to take a break real quick and tell people, because a lot of people, they're 1 minute into the video and they're already saying their piece. I would suggest, at least watch half, and then, or look at the list, of songs. They're always under, the description. So, all right, let's keep going.
Farmer who knows not when to sow consults the old man clutching money in his hand. With a shrug, the old man smiled, took the money, left the farmer wild, and the changes of no consequence will pick up the reins from nowhere. Nowhere.
I didn't even know how this was done. It sounded like a string section. If it was Tony, with his keyboards, or if it was Steve, doing some wizardry with the guitar, all those delays, you can like fool someone. You can almost like create like a volume swell with the guitar that sounds like a string instrument, like a violin or something, like a cello. So that was a beautiful ending. Man. Okay, so one more from Nursery Crime, Harold the Barrel. Let's see. And then we're gonna jump into the future to 1978. All right, here we go.
Instead, I'm on this window ledge with the whole world below.
Up at the window, look at the window. We can help you, we can help you. We're all yours.
Okay, this was obviously very, very different. Very, like, a lot more theatrical than. Although I think that, like, all the Genesis with Peter Gabriel, it has just a little bit more a theatrical feel to it, because he was like more of a performer. I don't know if that makes any sense. A performer. Spot the Pigeon. I've never seen that before. Okay, so I'm looking. I'm seconds out, and then there were 3. Okay, so what's the difference here? So I don't know if that makes sense. You know, it just sounds theatrical, like a play. You know, the music. So there's literally 3 people left in this, which is Mike, Phil, and Tony. It must have been pretty crazy, you know, to be a trio when you were a quintet. You know, like, but I mean, they still exactly the same and good, you know. Okay, so Snowbound is the next song from, and then there were 3. Let's see. I really love Phil Collins as well, you know, as a vocalist. I can't decide. I think I will never be able to make up my mind. The truth is this: there's nobody that's better. They're both on a level that you can't. It would be like just, I guess, your taste in what voice you enjoy more, but I can't. They sound so alike sometimes. And I loved when we saw Peter Gabriel live, which was also with Lee, you know. Like, we've seen like the best concerts with Lee and Mike. So yeah, so let's see what this sounds like. Snowbound, I mean, it does seem a little bit familiar. Let me just check, just in case. I mean, although he would have known. No, it's not. I haven't done it. No. Snowball, when we did when we reacted to our unboxing of our camera, they want to send us like this really cool light. They haven't sent us like stuff like controllers. When we had about 100 subscribers, they used to send us like controllers, you know, video games and little gadgets, you know, we would review. It's so funny that they don't, because they're like, these people who know nothing about electronics, they only make music videos. I do get it. But now somebody wants to send us like these lights that, you know, shine into your room on the ceiling and you see stars and galaxies. So that's kind of cool that we can review that. Okay, here we go. Snowbound.
Children's delight that arrived overnight. Here they come to play the magic games, carving names upon your frozen hand. Here in a world of your own, like a sleeper whose eyes sees the pain with surprise as it smothers your cries. You'll never, never know. There's a snowman. Hey, what a snowman. can see. Here in a world that they made from the snow on the ground, see it rolling away, wild eyes to the sky. You'll never, never know. Hey, there's a snowman. Hey, what a snowman. Hey, the snowman. What a snowman. They say a snow is a good year filled with the love of all lies so deep. There goes the snowman. There goes the snowman. There lies the snowman. He was a snowman. They say snow is a good year filled with the love of all who lie so deep. There goes the snowman. There was a snowman.
Wow. That's insane. Oh, wow. That was a hard one. Beautiful, just beautiful music. I'm not sad or anything. It's just the beauty of the music that gets me, you know. This is my favorite. I think this is my favorite style of Genesis. I don't know why. It reminds me of I don't know, but it's like the trick of the tail, like, you know, and wind and wuthering, like blood on the rooftops, like that gets me so hard. And this was just, oh my god, I don't even know what happened. What a beautiful song. I'm so sorry that I couldn't do it with Alexia. But I'm gonna play her this. She has not heard this, I'm sure. This is the 9th album, but this is like this is the Genesis I enjoy the most, when it gets very dramatic, and Phil has like this amazing range, and there's something in his voice, you know. I don't know if it's like sadness or something, but it's unbelievably pleasing to the ear and to the soul, you know, and it gets you really into a zone. And those keyboards by Tony Banks and everything is just so well put together. And then came Duke, right? Came Duke, the album everybody hates. Not me, you know, but I guess it was a departure from, I guess, this trilogy, you know, because after The Lamb, when Peter left, we had these three, you know, the Trick, and then Wind, and then this one. And then Duke, I don't know what happened. I still don't know the story, you know. And then Abacab, which I've heard some stuff from there, which is amazing. And then what? 3x3? I've never heard of that. And then self-titled Genesis. That's the first one we did. That's the first reaction. And I remember we did Silver Rainbow, and someone in the comment section is like, "How dare you react to my favorite band?" So, that's what we thought was Genesis. That self-titled album from 1983. We thought that was Genesis. We thought that is old. 1983, and it's already like what? What is that? Is that the 11th? The 12th studio album in the 80s, you know, imagine. Wow. Okay, so yeah, this was this was different level Genesis. Okay, so man, I'm so torn. I don't know. Like, I want to keep it 70s or 60s, so that's why I'm gonna play Jethro Tull. Because, and I don't want to, like, you know, play the best of, because this is just a song. I'm sorry, this is just a song to keep the marathon unblocked. So it doesn't really matter. This is not what Lee didn't choose this. I'm gonna choose this randomly. And I didn't want to play any Dream Theater. I just want to keep it in the realm of prog from the 60s and 70s. So here we go with We Used to Know by Jethro Tull. Stand Up is the album. 69 is the year. And this is going to be the end to the marathon. So here we go.
Whenever I get to feel this way, hard to find new words to say. I think about the bad old days we used to know. Nights of winter turn me cold. Fears of dying, getting old. We ran the race was won by running slowly. Could be soon we'll cease to sound. Slowly upstairs, faster down, then to revisit stony grounds we used to know. Remembering morning shilling spent, made no sense to leave the bed. The bad old days, they came and went, giving way to fruitful years. Birds in hand, while in the bush the others land. Take what we can before the man says it's time to go. Each to his own way, I'll go mine. Best of luck with what you find, but for your own sake remember times we used to know.
more straightforward, rock, you know. And they're of course not coming to Denver, but they're going to Munich, so I guess we're gonna have to fly to Munich to see him. No. But so this is kind of weird because this is before Benefit, and we did Benefit as a full album, and we didn't really like it. I don't know, maybe we were just not ready, or we didn't understand. It was more folky. Like this wasn't really folky. It was more, it wasn't as proggy as like Aqualung that came in 71, or Thick as a Prick, Thick as a Brick in 72. But this was cool. This was good. From Stand Up 69. You know, there's so many albums. But yeah. So I hope this was fun. Like, oh, so we hit the 1 hour mark. I have to go. This was awesome. Thank you so much, Lee, for choosing these amazing songs. All a little bit different, you know, like the early stuff, and then, you know, Nursery Crime, and there's so much good stuff on here, and then Foxtrot. I mean, Horizons is beautiful. I'm actually learning that. It's classical guitar. Supper's Ready. I mean, Watcher of the Skies, I think we've done. I don't really know. I really have to learn like what we've listened to and what we haven't. But the Musical Box, of course, we've heard. And, you know. So, and then there were 3 we have done quite, like we've done Undertow, Down and Out. Like I've done like a lot from that album. I love that sound, you know. So thank you so much, Lee. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you did enjoy this, and please do subscribe to the channel if you like it. Give it a like, the video, or dislike, you know, whatever makes you happy. Leave a comment. Thank you again so much, Lee, and I'll see you guys in the next video.